If you've been skipping toner just because you've heard it's pointless or it's just fancy water, then you might be missing this one important step of your skincare routine that could completely fix your skin's balance. If you are using toner, there's a good chance that you're using the wrong one, and it's quietly irritating your skin every day. Welcome to my Back to Basics skincare series, and today we're talking about toners. So what they actually do, why so many people misunderstand them, and how the right formula can actually transform the results of all the rest of the products that you're using like that. So if your skin feels tight or your products don't absorb well, or maybe your routine just isn't giving what you thought it should give, this video is going to connect the dots for you, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, what the hell is a toner supposed to do? So more than anything, toners are products like this. These are meant to help balance your skin, prep it, and support the rest of your skincare routine. Basically, it's a step after cleansers and before all the rest of the heavy-duty skincare products. This is essentially helping to, again, balance out your skin, make sure it's just ready for everything else so it can take in all the products and do their jobs as they need to. I think the biggest misconception when it comes to toners is that people think that they are like the old school witch hazel, astringent types of toners where it was just like almost pure alcohol. It constantly burned your skin, it irritated the hell out of your skin, it dried it out, and it really did nothing beneficial for you. That's what I think a lot of people refer to toners as being, and that's not the way it is anymore. It hasn't been that way for a very long time. At the end of the day, toners are really important and they do a lot of things. For starters, they're gonna help to balance out, when used correctly, balance out your pH level of your skin. That's super important because if your skin's pH level is off, the rest of your products are not gonna perform as they need to. You can strip your skin barrier, which is gonna cause a lot of irritation when you're applying the rest of your skincare products, and it's not going to do you any good. So it's really important to use products that are going to allow your pH of your skin to be what it needs to be. Toners can also help to add lightweight hydration to your skin. It can help to increase the absorption rate of the skincare products that you're going to use after this, like your serums and your moisturizers. They can help calm irritation on the skin, support your skin barrier, smooth and refine textured skin, and help, depending on the formula, to just make your skin nice and youthful and glowing.
Oh, say less.
Now, like a lot of skincare products, toners can be overwhelming, but I want to break these down into basically 3 different categories. So we have exfoliating toners, we have hydrating toners, and we have clarifying and balancing toners. Some of these do overlap, and we'll talk about that. So first off, let's talk about how to choose the right toner for you. So more than anything, it's going to be specific to you. Everyone's going to need something different. So you need to identify what main skincare concerns that you have. Do you have textured skin? Do you have acne-prone skin? Are you very dry? Are you very oily? Once you've decided that, then it's going to be pretty easy to figure out which toner is for you. So for example, if you're someone that is acne-prone or has a lot of texture, you're going to want to choose something that is considered an exfoliating toner. Yes, this has my name on it. That's fun. So we're going to look for products that say exfoliating on it. So this one, for example, literally says right on it that it's an exfoliating toner. So toners like this are often gonna have glycolic acid, they're gonna have salicylic acid, ingredients like that that are gonna help to break down that active acne, reduce it, and stop it from forming in the first place. For example, this one from Peach Slices is a salicylic acid-based exfoliating toner, whereas the one from Pixie Beauty, this is going to be glycolic acid-based. What I like about glycolic acid compared to salicylic acid specifically is that not only is this gonna help to reduce textured skin and help reduce active acne, but it's also going to give your skin a really nice glow, whereas this is not usually going to give you that type of glow when you're using salicylic acid. This is primarily just going to be like, let's get the shit off your face fast, and this is going to do that but also give you that glow. So it's just one of those things. Now, let's say you're someone that has normal to really dry skin. You're going to want a hydrating toner. Now, hydrating toners can be very different from one another. You have one like this one from Anua, which is like, it looks literally like water, whereas this hydrating toner from Go Pure Beauty, for example, this one is more, it's a weird texture. It's like gelatinous water, like it's thick water. I don't know. You see, like it's not as runny as, you know, the other ones are that are very wet. Now, when it comes to applying toners, which I'm going to talk about the clarifying ones in a moment, but when it comes to applying them, since I'm doing it right now, is you can apply it with your hands like so, and always try your best to lift your skin up when you're applying your skincare products. You don't want to drag your skin down, like gravity's already doing that, you know? So we don't want to drag it down, but you can apply it with your hands, and you can also apply it with these little cotton rounds. I really, really like these. They're little microfiber rounds, I mean, not cotton rounds. Same difference, but not really. So these are great because they're reusable, but you can apply them, you know, no problem. Just apply your toner to that and then clean up your face with it. So what's also great is sometimes when your cleansers don't do a good enough job, or you don't do a good enough job with your cleanser, the toner, you'll literally see the additional dirt, debris, oils, and residues from your skin come off onto those, and that's great because you can see that you really just gave yourself an even deeper cleanse, which is so important. The cleaner your pores are, the better. Now let's say you're somebody that is more oily prone, has some congested skin and whatnot. What you're going to want to use are products like this. So this is going to have glycolic acid in this one, and this one's going to be more of an antioxidant based tonic, which is another word for a toner. These are basically going to help to decongest your skin. So the glycolic acid in this one is going to help to get those impurities out. It's going to help clean out your pores. It's going to help to reduce the active acne that you may have or your texture. But more than anything, it's going to help to start balancing out your sebum level production. So sebum is what that actual oil's called, but it's going to help balance it out so that you're not producing too much or too little. What's great about a toner like this, an antioxidant-based toner, is this is going to also help to give you that boost of hydration, but also preserve your skin barrier, which is essential if you want to regulate how much oil your skin is putting out. If you happen to watch my cleansing video, which hopefully you did, I talked about how sometimes cleansers can be switched out here and there depending on what your skin needs because your skin is ever changing. Toners, no different. Let's say you are someone that has very acne prone skin, but it's also very dry. So start using a glycolic acid or a salicylic acid based toner to start reducing that active acne or any texture you have in your skin. And let's say maybe it starts to dry your skin a little bit too much. Make sure then you're swapping out like twice a day. The second time that you're using your toner for the day, use the hydrating one instead of the exfoliating one. So in the morning, maybe you're using the exfoliating toner, and at night, maybe you're using the hydrating toner, or switch it around. So you could do that for all of these different combinations of what your skin issues may be, your skin concerns may be. So it's totally fine to swap them out. I do it every single day. So in the morning, I'm using ones that are more hydrating because that's when I feel like my skin needs it the most. And at nighttime, I'm using more of an exfoliating based toner so that basically I can make sure that anything my skin has absorbed throughout the day, meaning extra oils, dirts, debris, anything like that, that the cleanser did not get rid of, that this toner gets rid of it before I go to sleep. That way it's not just sitting in my skin overnight. Next, let's talk about 3 red flags if you're a skincare beginner. So number 1 is you wanna make sure that you're not using an alcohol-heavy formula. Sometimes toners can have alcohols in them, no problem. What you don't want is one where the alcohol level is through the roof. Talk about dry skin central. That is the quickest way to dry out and strip your skin. No questions asked. You're gonna ruin your skin. You don't want that. So products like those old school witch hazel astringent toners, whatever you wanna call them, like those are what I'm referring to. Those are like pure alcohol. That's the fastest way to destroy your skin. So try to find ones that are not heavy on the alcohol. And again, some products like this one right here, you're gonna see right on it, it says alcohol free. That is a good one. Red flag number 2 are toners that are very heavily fragranced. We don't need to add a ton of products that are fragranced to our skin. Now, there's kind of this misconception that like just because a product has fragrance in it means that it's gonna be like super irritating to your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. That's not necessarily true. What you don't want is product after product after product after product that are all very fragrance heavy. Now, if you bust open one of these, it doesn't smell like much. Like it's very, very minimal. What you're primarily gonna smell in a lot of skincare products, especially ones that are all, unscented, is just gonna basically be the emulsification of those ingredients. Like this literally just, you smell the ingredients. Sometimes depending on the toner or any other skincare product, if it is something that is like an exfoliating one where maybe because of the active ingredients that it has a certain harsh smell, they'll add like a floral fragrance note to it. Kind of mask it, this one, no scent whatsoever. So again, if something has a slight scent to it, it's not the end of the world, but what you don't want is something that is like super heavy in fragrance. Flag number 3 is a toner that has a high percentage of acids. A little bit goes a long way. So the glycolic acid toner, for example, this only has 5% glycolic acid in it. It says it right down here at the bottom right there. 5%. That is plenty. That is plenty. You do not need more than that. So if you're using an exfoliating type of toner that has those active acids in it, 5% should be your max. You don't need anything heavier than that. And honestly, if you can find something that has about 2.5%, especially if you're a beginner, you're golden. Let's quickly talk about 6 signs that you're using the wrong toner. So if you see tightness, that's a problem. Your skin is too dry, your skin's not reacting well. Tightness of the skin is not good. I know I've seen and heard people talk about like, oh, well, my skin feels so clean that it feels like this. Like, no, your skin should feel soft and supple. It should not feel super tight. Next is gonna be burning or stinging. I don't know who started the whole narrative that if your products are stinging or burning your skin that it means it's working. No, it's the opposite. That means that you are now destroying your skin barrier and you're irritating the hell out of your skin and you need to stop using that product right now. Now, side note with that, just because you start getting that stinging, that irritation on your skin when you're using a toner or a skincare product, doesn't mean that product itself is bad. It means that your skin barrier is probably a little compromised. It could be from the fact that you're starting all brand new skincare products, maybe you're using too much too fast, maybe you're using the wrong type of cleanser. There's a lot of variables. So really it just means slow it down a little bit, maybe skip your toner for every other day. Maybe don't use it twice a day until your skin gets built up and gets used to it. If you're still having issues, then maybe swap out a product and kind of test around, play around, see what's working and what's not. But just because you feel some stinging or a burning sensation doesn't mean the product itself is bad. There's a lot of variables that can go into it. Next up, more breakouts. Now, This is one of those topics of conversation that's kind of like up and down, because skin purging is when you're introducing new skincare products into your routine and your skin is reacting by pushing out excess oils, excess dirt, excess debris. So you can sometimes get more breakouts, but I'm talking about like a couple. I'm not saying that your entire face should go from maybe a couple little bumps to completely covered. That's a problem. That's not what to expect when you're trying out new skincare products. You should expect a few more bumps and zits, things like that, little pimples here and there. Nothing crazy, but if you're noticing significantly more breakouts and the amount of breakouts that you're having is giving you even more acne during those breakouts, that's a problem. You should probably stop using the newest product that you've introduced when you started seeing those, increased breakouts happening, because you could just be responding to that product in not a great way. You could just be having a reaction to it. It could just be that maybe your skin's too sensitive for it. Maybe the ingredients in your skin just don't agree with each other, and that's fine. But if you're seeing a significant increase in the amount of breakouts and then how much acne is within those breakouts, you need to change something up. Next is going to be flaking and then redness. Your skin should not be flaking. It should not be significantly redder. Those are signs of irritation. So if your skin's flaking, that means you're drying it out like crazy. Again, a lot of times these issues go back to a compromised skin barrier. So there's going to be a lot of overlapping things that are happening sometimes when you're having problems. So, redness, your skin should not be red. That's signs of irritation. Now, for me, I have very sensitive skin. So when I'm applying anything to my skin starts getting red right away just from touching it. Not the product causing it, from literally me touching my face. Like literally this, look how red my cheeks are getting. You can literally see it's right away. So imagine when I get done with all my skincare products, my face is pretty red, but it only lasts for like 30 seconds to a minute and then it goes away because it's caused by me touching my face, not the product. So keep that in mind. If your skin is like continuously red for a long time after you're using your products, something needs to change. And then lastly is sudden sensitivity to products that you normally tolerate. So if you've been using the same moisturizer for a long time, no problems, and then you start using a new toner and maybe all of a sudden when you go the next day to apply that moisturizer, you're having irritation, you're having issues, that's a problem. Stop using the newest product, which would probably be your toner at that point, and try something different. You should not have sudden sensitivity to products that you've had no problems with in the past. And to kind of go off on that a little bit more, just really quickly, is a lot of times products individually can all be great. Maybe your skin likes every individual product, but the problem is when you combine certain products that maybe your skin doesn't like it then. So it's one of those things where it's a matter of like trying new products and new combinations to find what really works best for you. With all that said and done, the things that I hope you take away the most from this video is that skincare toners are not just random fancy water. It's not a pointless step to your skincare routine. It is a very important step. First off, we're starting with cleansers, which is going to be the building block of your entire routine. Then you're going in with toners, which is going to support that building block and then help your skin get ready for all the rest of the products, which are going to be very important powerhouse products. So you basically want your skin to be as prepped as possible, and toners really help you do that. Not to mention it gives you that extra deep clean, which is very important. Outside of that, I want you to take away that it's really important to use the right type of toner, whether it's something that's clarifying and balancing, maybe it's something that's hydrating, maybe it's one that's exfoliating. Make sure you have identified your skin type and your skin concern and pick the right toner according to whatever your concerns and your own personal skin are. Skincare and toners in general are not a one-size-fits-all. Make sure you're finding what works for you. And just because someone tells you that they love a certain toner and it's working great for them does not mean it's going to work great for you, and vice versa. Maybe something works great for you and it might not work for someone else, because everyone's skin is different. Please do a little bit of research before you spend your hard-earned money on products. And more than anything, look at the labels on products. Look at the ingredients on them. Look at the names. Look at what it tells you what it's for. This one literally tells you that it's alcohol-free. Great. It literally tells you it's for exfoliating your skin, and what it does, it tells you right down here that it's going to help to visibly tighten your pores and even tone. It has a clean and non-toxic formula. It helps to exfoliate your skin. It clears and helps prevent breakouts. Like, most toners are going to tell you what they do and who they're intended for. So just take a couple seconds to actually read the bottles, and it's going to save you so much time, frustration, and stress. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed part 2 of my Back to Basics skincare series. Today, again, we focused on toners. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it very valuable. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Don't forget to click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family, and I'll see you all in the next one. Toners are gonna what they actually do. So toners are supposed to do a lot of this. Welcome back to my. It can help to more than anything, products like this. When you're using your toners, use this for the second time for the day. Oh my God. So now let's say you're somebody. No. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's, no.